Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Koholoyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim, Rachachadash. Double honors to our apostles and to our elders, the great millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Just coming at you with another quick lesson. Pray that it's edifying. And I wanted to touch on a few things in this particular news story right here. It's federal agents bust gang members during early morning Detroit raids. Now, it's a few things in this this video that, you know, we filter through the spirit. First off, you're going to see that H.I.M, that's the biblical name for the so-called white man. He's going to always hunt Jacob. He's going to hunt Jacob, man, which is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, I don't condone no gang violence or anything like that. The Lord is going to get at your ass if you out here doing complete wickedness, and we applaud his judgment. But, you know, we can get something out of these lessons, man, because Esau is a cunning hunter. The scriptures talks about him being a cunning hunter, and that the gift of the sword will be his. And you're going to see that he's using his gift of the sword, and he's using his gift of being a cunning hunter. This man is throwing flashbang grenades while niggas is in their boxers, man. See, Jake don't get it, man. You out here doing all kinds of wickedness and all kinds of crime. If you into the type of shit that these niggeros is into, you would think that they will always have some clothes on and be sleeping with one eye open. How you get walked out in your boxers, man? No damn shoes on. And Esau don't care. As cold as it is, hey, it's like, man, it's about 20 degrees here, man. It's at least about that cold in the morning just before the sun actually comes up and warms it up a little bit. This man, H.I.M, the so-called white man, will walk your ass out in nothing but boxers. He's not thinking about throwing nothing on you. He's not thinking about, they'll throw your ass into a warm van and give you an orange jumpsuit and keep it moving. But let's get the video. Let's get the video and watch Esau's slithery, snake talking ass, man.
Will get your attention. A disorienting flashbang, a visit from ATF agents busting up gang activity on Detroit's west side at 6 a.m. But before this and this, methodical work goes into these operations by elite agents out of the ATF Special Operations Division on loan.
Hold up, Salakia. Let me get this cunning hunter. Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. That's the biblical name for the so-called white man. That's his biblical name. He's not white. He's pinkish to reddish in color. A man of the field. See? And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. See, Jacob is in the house just chilling. This man is out early as hell in the morning in the cold, like he'll go hunt a damn deer. Throwing flashbang grenades. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me get what's that other one? What's that Genesis 27. Let me start at verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven above. And this is how we know who Esau is, because they have the best of the world. They sit up and, they're out in, in pristine places, water and air all crisp, and got you Jake in the hood breathing in a bunch of bullshit. You see? Verse 40 is the point. And by thy sword shalt thou live. See? When they loading up all that shit. These are ex-military men. These are not your hey, look, the local police could have handled that. For what they done, the local police could have went in and handled those warrants. They sent in the damn military to get these guys. And it's only a few guys just on some regular old nigga shit, man, that niggas be doing all the time. This not this guy is just some fugitive or some shit, man. They sent this man, like for real. It wasn't even necessary. They spent a lot of taxpayers' money to send in this particular crew. When the Detroit Police Department, they got people to do this type of work. Hell, they driving around in military shit themselves. But anyway, that's just the way that these so-called white people get down, man. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, verse 40, Salakia, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So they have dominion right now, because we used to rule over them. Now they're ruling over us, and they're ruling over us with an iron fist. So when the kingdom comes, they're going to get ruled over with an iron fist, because they've had no mercy. But that gift, that sword, this man is expert weapon maker, man. You're not going to get around this man. Everything that you see on this planet that's destructive as hell, it belongs to them. It's been created by them. They have that gift of the sword, man, from a regular knife, a dagger with a compass on the end of it, because these are military men. They understand. They have the taser. That's a gift of the sword. They have multiple guns, a government issued pistol. They have a government issued rifle, and a shotgun, flashbang grenades. Those are all instruments of the sword. You see, from their SWAT cars, the way that they have the cars in the cage in the back, to have your ass into a car and it's like a damn cell in itself. They're Black Hawk helicopters, they're drones, they're nuclear weapons. These people have the gift of the sword, and nobody can touch them. That's the reason why they're ruling the fucking world, man. Because the Lord set them up like that. And you can't fight against these people. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, for you to come up against these people, you're actually coming up against the Lord, man. And matter of fact, that's in, let's go to the New Testament. Romans chapter 13, it goes off into respect for authority, right? Verse 1, it says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The power that be are ordained of Yahweh. See, the Lord ordained these so-called white people to be over you Negroes, going into the gifts, going off into the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Because you wasn't obedient to the Lord placed a foolish ass people over you to be obedient to. And it's amazing that our people will stop at this man's stop signs, but they will not hearken to the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It's amazing. Like, for real. It says, wherefore, therefore, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of Yahweh. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So had these dudes resisted, which I'm going to play in a video, which they didn't because they didn't have a chance to, because Esau, Edom is a cunning hunter. They caught the asses all off guard. That's the way that they do animals in the woods. They catch their prey off guard, man. They didn't have a chance to do nothing. It says, verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil, because our people is evil as hell, man. That's the reason why these rulers are over us, man. It says, without then not be afraid of the power. You're not going to be afraid of this so-called white man, is the question. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister. See, the Lord set this white man up. For he is the minister of God to do thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain. There we go with that sword again. This man don't bear that gun on the side of his hip for nothing, man. It says, for he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Here you go, you wicked ass niggas out here doing all kinds of evil, and you get walked out of your house in your boxers looking stupid as hell. Shows how dumb you are to begin with. Like, for real. Well, let's go back into it. I just wanted to do the connection between the sword and this man being a cunning hunter. This is how you know who he is. See, the Lord put the pieces to the puzzle together to reveal the man of sin, the son of perdition. Now, they are the man of sin and the son of perdition, but the Lord set them up to be the destroyer, man, to take away peace from the earth. This is the man on the red horse in Revelation, man. The so-called white man. You can't get around it. And we call him so-called white because he's actually pinkish to reddish in color. And that goes off into the very same chapter that talks about him being, when he was born red. These people are not white. They're red, man. Because you can clearly see this guy. You'll see. Let's get some more.
To Detroit. This crew of several dozen seasoned, experienced, with an average age in the mid-40s.
I always worry about our crew, and I'm a father too, so maybe it's a little bit of a father instinct.
That's Special Agent in Charge Paul Vanderplow, the current head of the Detroit Field Division and formerly the chief of one of 5 specially trained teams across the country, running more than 200 similar ops each year. Anonymity key with our cameras around. Myself and photojournalist Todd Brangan joined this 4:15 a.m. roll call at an undisclosed location. Months of planning got them here. A coordinated dance with other agencies, 5 search warrants executed simultaneously across Detroit. They're working to dismantle gang activity, affiliates of the Omerta Boys and Purple Heart, specifically alleged gun crimes by 23-year-old Trayvon Mathis, who got out of prison in 2021 for assault with intent to do great bodily harm and gun charges. Vanderplow says Mathis is once again in the gun game and hiding in plain sight, posting photos of himself with guns on Instagram, even using the word trigger in his handle and taunting in a screenshot of a video, rapping to the camera, quote, "The feds are coming." Well, they did.
As we pull up here, it will be very noise discipline will be adhered to. It will be relatively quiet. You will see getting 25 individuals up to a door how quiet they can be.
We rode along as the team in unison heads to the house off Prevost near Margarita on Detroit's west side. Each agent carrying about $30,000 worth of equipment to keep them safe. And yes, the suspects too. The approach, stealth, almost silent. You guys are rolling deep.
Almost silent to me. You throwing flashbang grenades.
Well, some of these warrants, they warrant, the level of violence that these individuals have demonstrated. We bring the proper tools to mitigate risk.
And that risk high this morning.
Numerous individuals who have been terrorizing the area, numerous firearms violations, numerous narcotics violations, some other fraud issues.
Vanderplow says guns in plain sight inside the house. 3 men brought out, including their suspect, Trayvon Mathis, seen walking out in his boxers. Later, agents would get them out of the cold and inside for questioning.
I've preached to numerous interviews with yourself and others. If you're going to do this kind of stuff, I have a crew that will find you. We're going to come after you.
Ultimately, Mathis will stand trial before a judge in federal court. The bigger picture here, Vanderplow says, is the people who live here. They're just a little safer when the sun rises.
The end result of us coming in here, ridding this neighborhood of this, so now the citizens and the neighbors around here can enjoy their homes.
This night, one of the last...
Fuck out of here. So the citizens can enjoy their homes. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, Detroit is terrible. Any place where Negroes live is horrible. Horrible. And that's pretty much every metropolitan city throughout the U.S. of A, man, from Boston to California. All these neighborhoods are terrible. It's trash everywhere. You don't get services like the so-called white people get. These people, and he gonna stand there and act as if he care about niggas and their peace. Get the hell out of here. This man don't live in these neighborhoods, man. And none of those people that he brought on his raid don't either. Those are, come on, man. But that shows you the hypocrisy of this man. He's the one that's creating all the destruction that's going on around you. That nigga that they walked out in them boxers, he's the result of white people. When you want to get straight down to the source, he's the result of white people. He's the result of being here in captivity for 500 years, man. They're the results of this. Because like I said again, trust me, Detroit police, they have the tools to go and get somebody like that. If they wanted to do a raid real early in the morning, trust me, they have people that do this same shit. They have SWAT. But they'll send in the so-called white man, put it on the news, and make this huge message that if you're doing these things, we're going to come after you. But that's that pride of Esau. Where the fuck are you motherfuckers at, man, when all this road rage shootings and all these damn kids coming up missing? You going after one nigga with a blinky, man? Because they didn't name off. No, this nigga is doing, he's not doing no more than the average nigga on your regular day-to-day basis be doing. Come on, man. But anyway, and you, Jake, hey, y'all be stupid enough to keep on throwing all your information on these damn social media sites. And another thing too, hey, you Israelites, man, this is the way that the Lord is showing us that this is how they get down, man. And there's going to come a point where, because the Lord said that they're going to come and throw some of us in prison. How you think they're going to come? They're going to come like this. And it's wise to. I know you like to get comfortable. You in the comfortability of your home. You like to get comfortable. But man, right now, it's probably better to sleep in you some sweats or something, man. Some sweatpants. You know, at least have you a shirt on, man. Long sleeve preferably or something like that, man, because these people will bust into your fucking house, throw a flashbang grenade, and walk you out into the freezing cold in your boxers, man. Straight up. And then you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So, we praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, man, that he will have mercy on us and have us prepared for what's to come, which we are going to be. We're going to be prepared regardless. Because we have a lot to play out. We have a role in this movie to play, and the Lord, He's gonna play it out the way that it's supposed to play out. You know, as far as with Him, it's nothing we can do about it. The script has already been written, but I just wanted to just do this, man, to just update the flock on the type of things that the so-called white man is capable of and what he's into and what he can do to you, even from a standpoint of these wicked ass niggas. You deserve to be walked out in your boxers, man, if you terrorizing your own neighborhood, man, and terrorizing your own people. So we don't feel sorry for these clowns, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel sorry for them. That's the judgment of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we applaud it. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.